Back in it, baby. Whoa, whoa. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shores, sweating tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. The drop, stop clocks on the speed bag. Every yell under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and solo, so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shores, sweating tears, and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. The drop, stop clocks on the speed bag. Every yell under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and solo, so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. And today, we break through.
The new teams on a new stream and a new background that I've got. Ladies and gents, the Deadly Duo is back again. You all are watching Lenovo presents the Arena Championship by Comic Con India and the Esports Club powered by AMD. It's the quarterfinals that we are witnessing and another great matchup in front of us. Darshita, it's going to be reckoning up against Biryani power. I know you had some as well, and even I did. That's why I'm just bursting off of energy right now. This is going to be a fun match to watch out for.
Yeah, definitely. It is going to be a fun, but at the same time, everyone needs to remember that it is going to be important, right? Because for the sides of
True.
reckoning esports, I mean, for both of the ends, if I talk about it, it is about qualifying right now for the land. But again, the question still arises
Absolutely.
the same sentiment on what are they fighting for. The prize pool is what I'm talking about. It's going to be 3 lakh INR. That's huge. But if I split it down for you guys, the first place takes away 1 lakh 50, second with 1 lakh, and the third place with 50,000. So if you are on the fourth place, the only thing that you can take back from Bangalore is going to be a lot of memories and a lot of learnings.
Great experience indeed, because again, it's Comic Con after all. You'll be seeing some amazing cosplays out there. There will be even more fun activities, and you already know it's going to be the Valorant LAN, the finals of Arena Championship, the playoffs, which you definitely do not want to miss out there. So maybe not just the teams, everyone out there who are watching us on stream and all the fans, just make sure to buy your tickets as quickly as possible, because you do not want to miss out on that action, and we will not miss out on the matchup that will be in front of us, reckoning up against Biryani Power. Now, again, we have been talking about Reckoning. We have seen their matches, how dominating they have been throughout the first few stages, right? Both the matches in which they played. I still remember there was one in which they were down 0-4, then made a comeback and ended the half in an 8-4 situation. So we clearly know their potential. They have a solid one. They tend to mess around here and there, but at the end of the day, still have got a very solid footing up in front of us. If you're already talking about the previous matchup, True Rippers up against Airavata, first one was fairly competitive, but the second one, it was just a domination coming in from True Rippers. So the map of Ascent, as well as in the map of Breeze, True Rippers just dominated through this, swiftly won both of them, winning in a 2-0 fashion, Airavata being eliminated. Reckoning, since they'll be taking on Biryani Power in this best of three matchup, I still feel that Biryani Power do pack a punch in themselves, because checking their past records, they've been absolutely phenomenal. Yes, have been having a few hiccups here and there, but that's about it. Every other team has that. So what are your expectations for this one? Because I think maybe we might see a 2-1 scenario.
I do place my bets onto Reckoning for now. I mean, yeah, nothing to take away from the sides of Biryani Power, but again, at the end of the day, you know how much experience these players are. Right, from playing lands to tournaments to international tournaments, every single thing, you know how experienced these players are. So I am placing my bets towards the sides of Reckoning Esports. But yeah, if you ask me for a scoreline, can't be really sure. Biryani Power, once again, for the first time, I'll be witnessing them perform. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But again, it all goes down to the map. Veto Reckoning Esports coming up with their first pick as Haven, Bind as the second pick for the sides of Biryani Power, and the decider is going to be the map of Ascent again. Now, again, if you want to repeat the question, the only reason I do not want to witness a decider is because it's the map of Ascent. I just don't know. Casting this map has been, I wouldn't say messy at all, but yeah, I want to see some new maps now.
I guess we've got a contact right for that, maybe, but all the jokes apart. Yeah, I mean, if we are mentioning it in that sense, honestly, Ascent is a map I've witnessed multiple times. We've seen almost all the kinds of plays that are possible, but still, there are new things that you can always kind of explore, right? Just like how Airavata, they basically pincered everyone on the side of True Rippers in that one play, but alas, that was only just one play. Either ways, we'll just have to wait and see how things roll out in this one, as Biryani Power will be starting things on defense on the map of Haven. They're locking in the double duelist, maybe, or a double initiator. Could be any one of that. While on the other side, Reckoning, just sticking with their normal composition with the Omen, Sova, Breach, along with the Killjoy and the Jet. Not changing anything in that comp. I think
Mhm.
so. Maybe Biryani Power would be able to catch us by surprise. Who knows?
Kingpin seems to be a bit confused on whether he wants to go in for an initiator, a duelist. I mean, they already have a controller. So yeah, it might just be a Jet coming up. So Jet, Soa, KJ, Raise, a double duelist composition. This is going to be interesting. On the other side, we have double initiator. I mean, if we talk about the map of Haven, we have seen this composition before as well. If I talk about Medal Esports, this is the exact same combination. I mean, yeah, in terms of the double initiator, there are changes in terms of agents. We do
Select your
see
agent.
an Astra in place of an Omen. We see a Cypher in place of a KJ though. But it's going to be a double initiator finalized from the sides of Reckoning, and double duelist coming up from the sides of Biryani Power. Now I can honestly rely more towards the sides of Reckoning Esports, looking at what they are composition is like. But what's your take on the double duelist on the defensive side?
I was saying Reina, and at that very moment, my happy face turned into a frowning one. Why not an ISO? Come on, show us an ISO. I want to see an ISO. All right, all the childish things aside, yes, just looking at the compositions and based on the way that both of these teams want to play. Now, we've seen the default setup coming in from Reckoning time and time again. They love to play with the
Yeah.
double initiator, they love to play with those flashes and the util that can be continuously refreshed, especially by Sova, the recon dart tend to use up its in the starting of the round and also then tend to use it whenever they're going in for a solid execute. While on the other side, whenever you're talking about the double duelist, yes, there are a lot of opportunities that you can try and utilize and also a lot of ways in which you can surprise your opponents. We've seen Yoru as well, right? We saw Yoru and the way he can show up his presence around the map. Arena, on the other hand, yes, you've got the Lear, you've got the Dismiss. The strength of Reina always lies in that first opening duel. If you're able to get it and if you're able to win that duel, you'll basically be giving your team a very solid advantage with the Dismiss. And once you hit the Empress, it just basically depends on how solid your aim is and how solid your duel is. So that's going to be again very important whenever we'll be moving on to this one, because on the defensive side, unless you're playing aggressive, I don't think so double duelists provide a lot to grab on from. So maybe we'll see Biryani Power trying to take some space proactively or try to at least fight for the space that Reckoning want to take.
Yeah, that's so true. This is the map of Haven, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, three different sides are is what we are talking about right now. But again, it all will go
True.
down to the actions being unfolded in the pistol round itself. That's where the entirety of this match starts. Over and over again, we've been talking a lot about the pistol, the advantage that the teams have, the full buy rounds, and a lot of discussions around. But at the end of the day, right, it's all about the top four teams. And I still remember scared on day one or day two, maybe itself, we were talking about our top four predictions. We had True Rippers in the prediction, they are qualified. We had Reckoning in the predictions. It's again the match of Reckoning, a best of three. We had Metal Esports, if
That
I'm
is
not
true.
wrong, in our prediction as well. So tomorrow we are gonna witness True Rippers. I mean the sides of Metal Esports as well. Not really sure on who they are going up against, but again that we'll be just focusing on tomorrow.
Yeah, I also made a prediction for Team Sarafa, but we'll just have to wait and
Yeah.
see if that kind of works out for them or not. However, for this one, Reckoning, again, I don't feel that they would be taking Biryani Power lightly whatsoever, because, again, this team has made it to the quarterfinals. They've won their previous few matches, and I think maybe they can also pack a punch in that case. As we've already been mentioned, there are votes that you can check, especially for Reckoning, but for Biryani Power, I think so. They will be bringing in a few surprises here and there, which Reckoning would have to bring in the adjustment for. Now, when
Yep.
we're already talking about the adjustment, right, we know how solid they are on that. Because even the last time when they were in their 1v1, we did see them being 0-4 down, but still bringing things in their own favor, eventually winning in an 8-4 fashion. So, you know that the team Reckoning, they kind of heavily rely on how well they can adjust mid game, and that has been their
Yeah.
strength. Not just this time, this has been their strength for a very long time. In the previous few tournaments as well, we've seen them, but sometimes it just takes them way too long to try and adapt to that game style, which eventually gives the opponent a massive advantage. So that is something I feel Biryani Power can take notes from and can try and utilize that in this one. What about the next map? What do you think for that one, especially your predictions?
Um, I mean, come on, it's my favorite map, right? And you still want to question me on that
Yes.
map? Come on, scared.
Yes.
I really thought that you at least know me that much, that you know what my favorite maps are. But I mean, I mentioned it a while ago. So, yeah, but either ways, going down to the second map, I do expect a lot. And I want as much time as we can spend on that map, honestly, because that's my forte, right? That's my favorite
Mhm.
map. And I want to witness it over and over again. But again, I've nothing to take away from these players, right? If
That is
we,
true.
in case, witness a one-sided domination as we did in the first best of three, I mean, I want to really take you guys back to Eravata Esports versus True Rippers that we witnessed. First map, the map of Ascent that we witnessed back there, was kind of a
Mhm.
situation where the ball was just rolling into anyone's courtyard. But going down to the second map of Breeze, in the first half itself, we ended it with a 11-1 scoreline. That was a one-sided affair coming up from the sides of True Rippers. Going down to the second half, they were on the match point, and that's where we did see a comeback story, a hope, I would say. I mean, there's a heavy rain on one day, and suddenly there's a light, a sunlight. That seems the case when we saw the sides of Eravata Esports making that comeback for themselves. But at the end of the day, it did not matter. We did not see a rainbow, and it was raining again. So it feels sad to the sides of Eravata Esports. Did try their level best to make it to the land, but had to say a goodbye. So again, it all goes down to us discussing on who is going to be that second team who says a goodbye after this best of three.
I mean, all the people out there would probably be making their predictions, maybe kind of mentioning
Yeah.
Reckoning who would win. I still want to see some kind of upsets coming in from Biryani Power. Maybe try and bring in some kind of plays which we have not yet seen. On the map of Haven, double duelist composition. But the question is, even if Haven does not go in their favor, because we've seen Reckoning perform onto that one, how will they be able to change things on the map of Pine? Because again, we have seen multiple plays out there. I don't think so. We're gonna see any so, and I'll probably not be giving up on that whatsoever, because one most important thing in order to win is not giving up. So even I'm not gonna give up on the hope of seeing any so. But yes, maybe a Yoru onto that one. I mean, come on, we have seen a Yoru, we have seen a Reina. Show me any so, someone, at least one person out there. So when we're talking about the Yoru compositions, we've seen even the pro teams try and use that, right? We've seen Sentinels, we've also seen Hunter Thieves, both of them playing on Bind, going at it against each other. So I think so. Even that agent has got a lot of potential, but finally we'll be heading into the map of Haven, as it's going to be on the defense. Biryani Power taking on Reckoning Esports, who will be on the offense. Couple of ghosts coming in from Reckoning. Well, there are 4 ghosts on the
Yeah.
side of Biryani. Ghost Power.
No, that's Biryani Power though. But
I didn't
again,
say that.
I'm really. But either ways, jokes apart, ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we do this one more time for today, because it's going to be Biryani Power to start things off on the defense side, and I'm really excited to see on how strong their defense is. Seaside is completely open for business, and within fractions of a second, the spike gets planted. It's all about the post plant. Dapania goes down, the trade comes up from the sides of King Bean, but they are anticipating a match stab. Excali is right present at the position. Perfect shots. Paranoia hits hard. And that's going to be another trade down to a 3 versus 3 scared. Oh, well, as soon as I say that, it all goes down to one last remaining player from the sides of Biryani Power, and that's going to be Bronx towards the long. Trying to go in for a peek. Gets denied from Harsh, and a first quick round for the sides of Reckoning Esports.
Very quick round indeed. Did not anticipate that happening, but again, eventually panning out in the favor of Reckoning. Doing a pretty solid job onto that one, and they're going to be heading into the anti-eco round now with a pretty solid advantage in that weapon. We've been talking about that a lot, and there's no force buy from Biryani Power whatsoever. Just going to rely on one of the sheriffs, maybe a frenzy to bring into the mix along with the shorty. Let's see how much value can it find, because again, Reckoning gonna go in for another pacey execute towards the sea, or not if pacey, they just want to make a ton of noise there. Prong's already down to half his HP, just wants to play proactive and go 1 for 1.
This seems to be a bit difficult though. Bronx is very low, but his location, oh my god, that was a big trade for him. ANQ gets taken down, trade comes up, Harsh denies one though. Kashyap on the other side finds Harsh, and that's going to be a lot of players lost, but Brad still at position. But that's anticipated coming up from the sides of Caramel, who will be shutting him down, gets the numbers back and equalizes it to a 3 versus 3. But again,
Standing ahead.
are some weapons retrieved, or is there any upgrade made is the question. Because if yes, then that's where it will be difficult. But oh no, that was a close call. Inside the smoke as well, the Mania. For now, rotation being called off. A site is completely open for business. Kashyap is right presented, but off the rotations, but now they know on what the plan is like. Towards the A side, the Omen is right present deep inside.
30 seconds
I feel
left.
this is going to be a comfortable plant for the sides of Reckoning Esports.
Should be a comfortable plant indeed, but the question is, do they anticipate Omen up close? That's the thing. Excali has been showing great potential, and we've seen some crazy plays coming in from him. Voya, in the meantime, will be finding the opener. Guess the first one. No more raise. That means no more duelist to try and open the site. But yeah, there's
One
always a
enemy
Reyna
remaining.
in the mix, and he'll be taken down as well. Boya is just shutting down everyone. Probably have an idea. Yeah, they have Caramel will taking care of the opponent. Killjoy, Kashya finished off. Simple, smooth round is something I would want to say, but Reckoning definitely had to bite their teeth on the previous one because the main
Yeah.
entry was denied and a couple of members were taken down. So, all in all, a decent round for Biryani could have been better, but alright, they still have the better weaponry to work in with now at least.
Placing alarm bot.
True, a full buy round coming up for the sides of Biryani Power. On the other side, Reckoning Esports, as you said, they've lost onto two players. So I feel all they can invest onto for both of them is Sheriffs. Can rely onto Sheriffs though, only if they want to go in and buy. That might just be a different plan all over. But Dubmania shuts down Excali, and that's going to be an initial frag. Now that the sides of Reckoning Esports do not have a smoker, it's going to be so difficult for them to control the entirety of the site out there. Even if they have the site control under them, the post plan situations will be way more vulnerable as compared to what it is right now. 5 versus 4, Reckoning Esports, everything seems to be on a pause for now. They are not making any kind of noise. There's all these players holding specific angles out there. Look at that, KJ. Look at Caramel though. Still waiting outside garage, hoping that someone might just walk in his crosshairs. But little does he know that that's not going to be the case because Biryani Power, they are not going to fall for this one. Once again, not really. The picture is yet blurred though, honestly, on what the execution will be like towards the A shot is where the stun was, but they are making their way towards the C, and that's gonna be a rotation from the sides of Biryani Power. Not the perfect time to
30
rotate
seconds left.
towards the other side, trying to make their way towards the C long. The fake was perfect, the dash in comes in, and now the site is open for business once again. Slowly and steadily, the plant will go down as well. The spike gets planted, and it's all about the post-plant scenario. But will they be able to hold on to the positioning so long? A and Q, not just one, two, but a triple kill. Biryani Power are left scratching back their heads on what went wrong. That stun was completely enough to rotate the entirety of Biryani Power towards the A side. And that's where Reckoning made their way back towards the C, got the side, got the spike planted. ANQ has been that one point
Jeez.
of highlight in that entire round. But a 0-3 and
That
again a full buy
adjustment.
denied.
Exactly. That adjustment was just super good coming in from ANQ. Just brilliant play, brilliant way to show off his skills. And I also want to give kudos to her. She is also going 4-1 and 4. He's got 4 amazing assists along with 4 kills for himself. Caramel as well is just popping off. Everyone on the side of Reckoning is just feeling it today.
Here.
Go in for another execute towards the C, or at least show a ton of presence out there. I don't quite figure out if they actually want to directly go in for the execute. They make some noise towards that side. Brad is also able to take care of Excali. So the lurk has been taken care of because, again, time and time again, we've seen Excali just going in for those lurk plays. That was bold from Brad, won't lie. Picking up that orb out in the open. It was just returning back to safety. But yes, again, talking about the pick onto Excali, we've seen him going in for the lurk. So Biryani Power, even though they take care of them, it does not give out a lot of information. But one thing for sure is that there would be a lack of smokes for those choke points. That is going to be problematic for Reckoning. So they'll just have to go in dry. The bunch of those utilities, yes. But eventually the execute's gonna come in as smoke goes out. ANQ will be moving out of it, clearing the entire side, gives the clue to his teammate, but wait, the discipline coming in.
Left.
Kashyap still could not find out even a single pick, and it's down to a 2v4.
Down to a 2v4, the spike gets planted, and all about the post-plant scenario. Bronx
Enemy remaining.
walking in the process of ANQ. Not just Bronx, but that's gotta be Brad as well, who joins the same party, and the 4th round rolls in for the sides of Reckoning Esports. I really love the way Reckoning Esports played in the 3rd round though. I mean, denying the full buy to Biryani Power has got Reckoning Esports in such a great lead. Understanding the fact that, the map of Haven tends to be somewhere down the line attacking favored, but towards the defense as well, we keep talking about it, right? You need few rounds, at least a 7-5 or an 8-4 to end the first half itself. That's where the hopes of comeback and the chances of comeback are way too high. And if at all it is a 6-all scoreline, we expect a very close match coming up. But for now, ANQ, location compromised onto a teammate stand. But yeah, that's completely all right for now. C side is C and Garage is completely left as a responsibility onto the shoulders of the KJ. On the other side, A side has been under control for the Sova and the race combination coming up. Brad might just find Excali. No, he does not. He does. Okay, finally, he does in the last few
It
seconds.
does,
Or
yeah.
else I felt like he missed onto that.
That was literally just a 360 from an owl drone to figure out where
Yeah.
Excalibur was. But
Watching this.
no map being worked on forward as
Powers
of now by
out.
Reckoning, just slowly kind of creeping away. And that is the exact moment when Caramel finds a pick onto Kashyap. Brad as well, winning out on his trade against Excali. But he's been a lurk player. But the question is, will they anticipate A and Q in this position? That is the question. As everyone's
Mhm.
just creeping ahead on towards the A side, which is the weaker section of the map. Rolling Thunder, not gonna catch anyone.
Blocking sight.
So also moved out of the harm's way, and that just clearly means
30
that's going to
seconds
be a
left.
plan going down. Hunter's Fury brought in just to deny it. He kind of hit the rays of his team, maybe. Just a chunk of it, but the spike will finally go down. Harsh, who's gonna bail him out? That's the question. Or does he even need a bailout? Yes, he does, because the nade is going to deal a decent amount of damage onto him as the fates go back and forth. Caramel's been taken care of in that one nasty corner.
One
My
enemy
goodness, that
remaining.
raise moment was so beautiful, but he also needs to figure out a pick. Needs to isolate these duels. He will be getting a chance onto that, but he can't win the first one as Boya closes things out for his own team. 5-0, and another full buy taken care of. So
Yep.
Biryani Power would be literally chunking onto those biryanis in order to find some more power in their defense.
Two full buys being denied, that's gonna hurt them a lot. Reckoning Esports now, once again, as we keep talking about it, it might just be the sixth one on board, because I don't think Biryani Power is gonna have a full buy for themselves, or maybe a broken buy. I mean, I can see a Guardian though out there on the other side, so this might just be difficult, but they need to hit the
My ult's
perfect
ready.
shot. The stun, the reveal, every util put up towards the A seems to be perfect. Finds one. The
Impeccable
entire
kill.
opening is what they
Placing
need.
swamp
They
grenade.
find it. One
Swamp
more
grenade
frag onto
out.
towards the garage, forcing out Kashyap out of that positioning. Way too low, surviving on pixel of his health. Voya finds one onto Prong. Kashyap is very low. Not really sure on how he is even breathing. 2 versus 4 Reckoning Esports. Plant, I mean, they can go in for a comfortable plant though. Yeah, Harsh will be going in for the plant. A judge and a sheriff, all that they have to work around with. As I said, seems like a 0-6 at least for now.
Yeah, because they had no weaponry
Oh, the
whatsoever,
timing.
unless there's some. Yeah, the timing definitely was there, but again, he'll be watching that angle. Does he anticipate Killjoy crossing? That's the question.
One enemy
Scally has been
remaining.
taken by surprise multiple times. Because on the other end, Raze has been taken care of. Maybe he's just standing there to kind of find a few exit frags. That's surely
Team
about it.
A.
Top down, not watching the correct place. Excali wins out against Kashyap. And just as you mentioned, another smooth sailing for Reckoning.
Yeah.
This time around, Sova was just not allowed to run out of the harm's way, and Caramel with the spray down as well was a super crucial for him. Because even though it's an eco round, you just cannot ignore the part wherein the opponents can get a few nasty headshots onto you with the sheriffs, or even a classic right click if the angle is not checked out for. So Reckoning, giving them
Yep.
proper respect, taking long range duels, and then slowly moving ahead towards the site, not giving any close battles whatsoever. And that is one of the reasons why we are seeing a timeout coming in, this time from Prongs.
It's going to be an important timeout, honestly, because after losing on to 2 full buys, they finally have another one for them. And if they, again, did not have their hands onto this one, the situation will completely get vulnerable. And making a way out of that it's going to be next to impossible. Reckoning Esports, their hold on the second half, I mean, looking at the Asian composition that they have, it's going to work wonders in the second half as well, right? So it's going to be difficult. You can entirely give the C and the Garage to the KJ. You have the Breach as well, the Sova and the Jet combination towards the A, or if you want the Sova and the Breach towards another side. So this can actually work wonders. But again, going down to the attacking side, having double duelist in favors of Biryani Power, things can be changed. But for that, they at least need few rounds in the first half itself. But for now, again, a bit of a patient. Hunter's Fury being activated. Will it find anything? No is the answer. No damage whatsoever. But look at King Bean. Look at his positioning. He is way too close to his enemies. And if his position is not anticipated, Reckoning Esports might just fall down to this trap. But it seems like the smoke is going to prevail a lot more of an information, and they are respecting the smoke. No disrespects whatsoever. Just waiting. Someone to maybe walk out. But do they know there are
Love
two
the
players?
fact. Yes, I love the fact that both of them were actually pushing at the showstopper. Not finding any value whatsoever, but to the amount of distance that they've covered, that's going to be the Brainstorm catching one. Please go back and forth, but still Brad stands strong along the prongs. They find out the important picks that they needed. This might as well be the first round that Biryani Power needed. We'll just have to wait and see. Shot.
We definitely
Trying
need
to
to
find
wait.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, but shot's not connecting out in
30
the air.
seconds left.
5. The running gun setting up as well, but either way, they'll be able to get the spike. And that's one thing. Timing could have been everything, and Excali still wins out on that way.
Enemy
Down to a
remaining.
2v2. Oh my goodness, the spray down from Harsh, the awareness. It's absolutely on point. And another round being denied by Reckoning. Are we gonna witness another 30? No. Here's the jinx.
Yeah, here's the jinx, definitely. Before even I could say it, I feel Prongs would have saved the operator, maybe. Just maybe, because look, Prongs was again barely surviving, right? He had what pixels of his health that he was onto, so maybe would have went in to save an operator for his own teammate, could have placed it towards the C side or towards the A, where the execution comes into the play. Because right, in the defensive half, the operator is going to be an important and an impactful weapon. But either ways, it's going to be down to Prongs being denied as well, and a 7th round for the sides of Reckoning Esports. Slowly and steadily, things seems to be falling from the hands of Biryani Power as the sand does, but Excali once
What a
again the
shot.
initial contact. That's going to be King Bean though. Not really sure if the flash was utilized coming up from the sides of the arena. But either way, first shot is where the first frag comes in. Brad finds one onto Caramel. Reckoning Esports again did not have the numbers for themselves. A 3 versus 4. Biryani Power might just be the very first round that they are looking for.
Highly possible. Spike run will go
Oh
down,
my
and that's
God!
the round coming in. Shock dart lineups have been perfect, brilliant, but so is the aim of Excali. As he's equalized the numbers already, and not a lot of HP being lost as well. That's going to be the recon down
Player
showed up.
standing.
Oh, trying to
One
go in for a
enemy
one-way.
remaining.
Brad finds a
Excali!
short time for that one. This could be an ace! And it is an ace from Excali! Outworldly play coming in from him, making sure that he gets the trades of his teammates, and that's the type of teammate you want.
Excali not just finding the very first frag, ladies and gentlemen, but finding the last one as well in that round. A 1v5, a ace. An ace is what you call it. Excali, my oh my.
Here.
The way they're getting the 8th one on board, it's gonna shatter down the confidence for the sides of Biryani Power and the economy as well at the same time.
Here.
Look at those sheriffs. It's not looking that great. Flashes are there, but
Progress.
either ways, yeah, go ahead. Oh,
So I
yeah.
wanted to mention about the progress. Yeah, they made in towards the A, but eventually was stopped in right away. The trades
Ouch!
not even going back into
Ouch!
Prongs though. That was literally outside on the back of his head. He did not even realize
If
what
you
was coming in for him.
One enemy remaining.
if you are Excali at that point of time, you need to feel sad for him. The ult was utilized onto but what he faced
Spike
was a
planted.
sheriff shot to get taken down. 3 players, but either ways, even if we talk about it, it all goes down to one last remaining player, Biryani Power, and that's going to be towards the C long for now. Brad towards the cubby, trying to make his way inside, does not have the best possible weaponry for him. Koya will be shutting him down. Sheriff being retrieved, and the 9th one on board for the sides of Reckoning Esports. This seems to be so deadly. 9-0, not even one single round. Biryani Power. I mean, they need to do something, right? The investment of double duelist seems to be not working, honestly, because not really sure on what exactly is going wrong. But every single time they even tend to have the numbers for themselves, they fall down. Reckoning Esports somehow capitalizes every single time. Almost about to hit those double digits. Look at the perfect shot tag. And that's gonna hit, but before that shot tag could even land, what is happening? Within a blink of an eye, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to one last player, and it all goes down to the remaining Killjoy.
Every
What?
single one was fighting in B. And they got just massacred there. Yes, they were able to find a few trades on towards the other side, but that's about it. Their B push was just entirely shut down. And since, just as you mentioned, the spike has also been planted, it's a 1v2 situation, almost undoable. Unless he's able to figure out a few isolations, maybe. But that's maybe too much to ask for. He's got a lockdown to play with, but I don't think so that's even going to help him out or not, as the outgrown now reveals the position. That's Killjoy not having enough time. Whoa! Wait a second. He was able to get a 2k, but
Time.
cannot grab the round for his team because, yeah, he did not have the time. Save was the call coming in from his team. And even though after such a long time, Biryani Power found all the kills, round seems to be out of their reach. 10 and 0.
Scared. There's one English word that hurts a lot, and that's almost. The Killjoy almost had it, right? Biryani Power, they almost had that round. Yeah, that's gonna hurt a lot. But either ways, guys, it is what it is. Did not have enough amount of time to go in for the defusal. And even if Reckoning Esports lost all their player, it's gonna be Reckoning Esports with one more on board. The undeniable streak coming up from their end seems to get Biryani Power into a lot of trouble. Hunter's Fury being invested onto Voya. Somehow manages to shut down King Bean. And Biryani Power once again did not have the numbers. They have a lot of ultimates to work around with, not really sure on why. The investments are not made, but Tabmania comes up, finds one, goes back, satchels his way around to get taken down from Goya on the other side. And Biryani Power are down to 2 remaining players, a 2 versus 3.
Another 2v3 situation, not favoring Biryani Power. Question is, can they find a few picks? Answer to the first one is yes. But they need to repeat that one more time.
What?
Oh my goodness. Kashyap. He is just enjoying himself as of now. Can you find the isolated duel? Yes, he can. 87 HP. He's got the rolling thunder available. Yeah, he's gonna go for it as well. The tap on the spike, and that's gonna be the knockup coming in onto Kashyap. He's still respecting him. Does not go in with the fight. My goodness, he's just wasting time. Oh my god, Kashyap, he's got to force this fight. He has to stick on it. But Harsh is just... Man, that's bad. That's super bad. That is super duper bad.
Once again! No way this is happening once again. Kashyap once again for 3k for his team. Almost had it but could not capitalize. Unfortunate that was. Kashyap had the lockdown though. He had the lockdown to invest onto. He did try his level best, found the frags, but could not convert the round. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the 11th one for the sides of Reckoning Esports and Biryani Power. They once again have 5 of their ultimates ready. Not really sure on when they are going to invest onto that. But okay, the lockdown comes in as soon as they go in and try to execute the C side, respecting the lockdown. Rotations will be called off towards the B, garage, or
There.
maybe the A. Oh, that could be an A execute though. Or maybe make their way back towards the C once the lockdown is done for. Yeah, that seems to be a plan.
Could be possible. But again, investing onto the lockdown so early on, not quite the best possible thing to do because still a minute to work around with that clock. Caramel just posting up in Sivers, while the rest of the team are going in towards C8 again. Alright, that's gonna be the lockdown. Which give them a false idea. They're trying to sell a fake towards A, but no one from Biryani Power is buying it because it's a start side coming in. This should be the best part for Biryani Power to shut this down entirely as the showstopper finds one. Kashyap follows up with two more as well, and Dub Mania. That is just
Finally.
a
Last player
brilliant
standing.
read from
30
Biryani
seconds
Power.
left.
That is a brilliant read. Running right into those crossfires and coming out on all those duels. That's going to be the flawless coming in from their side. And so where was this Biryani
Switching
Power in the
sides.
starting 11 rounds?
Exactly, that's what my question is. Was such a perfect round, such a good read. I did question Kashyap on why did he not invest onto the ult in the previous round. I feel I got my answer in the next round itself. Finally, the streak being maintained from the sides of Reckoning Esports comes to a pause, comes to an halt as Biryani Power finds the very first round. Let's see if they are able to get this one as well, because this is going to be a pistol round again, and we've talked about it. But honestly, this is the most needed round for the sides of Biryani Power. They are in desperate need of this round. If they do not find it, it's going to be the match point for the sides of Reckoning Esports. But what? ANQ leads Dubmania out of the picture for the first pistol round.
This makes things even more difficult for them. But still, one thing is good that they've got another duelist to work around with. No more Jet, it's fine. They can still try and go in for a few fake plays here and there, but they have no weaponry advantage whatsoever. On the back of the fault line, ANQ wanted to find even more value out of it, but just denied, gonna concede that space. Moving backwards, but the thing is that they've got to recreate it time and time again. Outrun was there, so Brad will be taking that space, but on the other side, there is no push coming in whatsoever, so Kashyap is not going to find any major value out of it, still is maintaining the C-long control. They've got a decent amount of map control, as also working towards the B. The question is where they want to go and end up at. Caramel position. Is it anticipated? He sees the gun barrel. No one sees him there, and he
30
gets
seconds
two
left.
in that
Spike
place,
down.
and now it's just repositioning for the
enemy
third
remaining.
one. And he will get the third one as well. That is just another great play coming in. Right click on the classic. Good for one, but how much can you find even more? 74 HP, but that's about it as ANQ will find the kill. And 12th round is where we're going to see Reckoning standing at just one for
Match
Biryani.
point. Match point, ladies and gentlemen, for the sides of Reckoning Esports already. 12-1. This map of Haven. It is turning out to be a hell for the sides of Biryani Power as things are not
Unforgiving.
working. Yeah, things are not working the way it is supposed to work. Biryani Power, 2 rounds that they had their hands on to, and a lot of mistakes honestly here and there, but hey, Excali. Oh, that okay, either ways. But yeah, for now that's not going to be Excali, my bad. For now, the Tashin,
The trades go still back and forth. Caramel, good for two only, but taken down. King Bean is also going in for those trades. But the question is, how much more can he find? The answer is none. Go ahead, gets that ball banger, but Excalibur triggered it again. He is going to just shut them down one after the other, and that is going to be Reckoning winning things out in another dominating fashion. But the thing is, this is not a best of one, it's a best of three. So maybe we're going to see
Three,
Biryani
yeah.
Power bounce back. But as long as we're talking about the map of Haven, there is no coming back from it.
Yeah, 13-1 is what the scoreline is for now. I mean, in the last round itself, I was trying to be so expressive on what is happening, but I could hear a lot of noise in my headphones. Though, but yeah, either ways, if I talk about what has happened in this map, I will say it is again a one-sided affair coming up from the sides of Reckoning. Esports 13-1,
True.
definitely not a scoreline that we expected or maybe we anticipated. I mean, yeah, we are talking about the qualifier finals, right? I can actually call it a qualifier finals for now from here on because right from here we are going to have four teams who qualify for the land, right? So can call it a qualifier finals or maybe the quarterfinals, whatever you want to call it. But either ways, at this point of
See?
time, I did expect what? I just gave you
Yeah,
another word. That's it.
qualifier finals and quarterfinals. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, just maybe another day of tongue twisters. I mean, yeah, as we had the previous one. But yeah, coming back to the point that we were talking about, it all goes down to the first map victory for the sides of Reckoning Esports, going down to the second map.
True.
What are the plans now that they know how strong their opponents is, especially for the sides of Biryani Power? They know how strong their opponents is. They need to plan out something. They need to prepare for the counter
That.
strategies. I did expect a lot going down to the double duelist composition, especially in the attacking side. At least, I mean, you know how fast the executions can be, like
Mhm.
Rena with the flash, the Raze with the double satchel. You have everything that you need. You have a KJ as well. You have every possible thing that you need. But yeah, either ways, it is what it is. What has happened has happened. Right now, what's important is what is happening next. So if you guys want to know as well, all you need to do is maybe take a quick short break so that we can drink enough of water and stay hydrated. And we'll be right back. So stay tuned, do not go anywhere.
Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train under trees, please walk my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shores, sweating tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. The drop, stop clocks on the speed bag. Every yell under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and so low, so near. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. And today, we break through.
Just stay in a town, I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too high, I'm afraid of the ground. I'm young and I'm paid to play with these sounds. Ignoring the call, she shutting that down. Started at the top and I'm taking it down off the champagne. Took a break from the brown on the rampage, I've been giving it round. Shawty been solid some time now. I'm on life for the wine, dine, and I'm with it. Look where we started and look where we at. I can see where we headed, but I can't see me finish. 3 years ago, I was down on my last. Was stuck at the crib, I couldn't get out of my bed. Then I realized it's all in my head. And I can't go back to the past, yeah. Except now I'm moving, put all in the music for more like a movement is brewing. I cannot picture us losing. I'm sharp when I shoot it, the world is my tutor. She wanna lip block in public, but know that I'm published, we settle for safety. Not in the street, but I'm on the same muscle, that schedule been driving her crazy. They talk like they know me, but know that they bluffing unless it's somebody that pays me. Keep minding your business, the money been printing, my nigga just gotta go get it. I'm in the zone through the winter. I'm trying to see Rome, see Venice. I'm at the summit, I'm thumbing my budget, my nigga, it's nothing, just part of my image. I need a minute. I know they live it, admit it, I'm teed up. Little baby, she a teaser. Tell her to follow the leader. I put that weight on my shoulders, so let's run up the check in my D's, yeah. Really not nobody real, it feel like the stars align and you can see, yeah. Just look at the drip, it's lit. I've been on 10, I've been on 10. I'm active, yeah, yeah. Sliding that thing, tell them to step back, cause I'm out of their range. I'm batting again, yeah, I'm active again, yeah. It's jaded, they tangled in feelings. I'm on a wave, I know that they hate it. Praises to high, ain't nobody really. I'm gifted, won't trade it for nothing, I'm in it. I get deposits, so I keep it cautious. No cash at the crib, everything been legit. I keep it solid, I know they gon' talk when I get it. They claim they're part of this, but I'm dolo with it. I'm chasing the riches, the riders, the Hail Mary to the Benjamins. Niggas is mad and cynical. The hate in your heart with your energy. They want what we on, they envy, don't pay it no mind, too focused on enemy. My soul too pure to have enemies, so I hope you can find you some inner peace. I need a minute. I know they live it, admit it, I'm teed up. Little baby, she a teaser. Tell her to follow the leader. I put that weight on my shoulders, so let's run up the check in my knees, yeah. Really not nobody real, it feel like the stars align and you can see, yeah. Just look at the drip, it's lit. I've been on 10, I'm active again, yeah. Sliding that thing, tell them to step back, cause I'm out of their range. I'm batting again, yeah, I'm active again, yeah.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the car, so that's why it's all tinted. Wait a minute, had a real late night, woke up with my head spinning out in Nashville. It's been mad real. I need sunglasses, I need Advil. I like fake boobs and my cash real. I like first place, you're in last deal. Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high.
Such a cold play coming in from Reckoning Esports, winning the game 13-1. We are back again for another one, guys. You're watching Lenovo presents the Arena Championship by Comic Con India and the Esports Club powered by AMD. And honestly, Darshita, I feel Biryani Power need the power of Biryani as well as the power of AMD at this point, if in case they want to make any kind of comeback against Reckoning.
They need to. I mean, if they want to, they need to at this point of time. They need to prove themselves.
True.
Come on, it's the quarterfinals. It's all about qualifying right now. I don't want to talk about what's on stake, or maybe what are the bragging rights or anything. It's about proving yourself. It's about answering back and taking the revenge. 13-1. Reckoning Esports have tend to just play around with the food. They were just hunting their opponents. They were playing around with their food before, having it, and then probably enjoying the best possible time. Only one single round in the previous match, and that actually was a cold blood
True.
play coming up from the sides of Reckoning Esports. But also to highlight it more, it did seem like Reckoning Esports did something out of the world, right? It was all those strategies that we always see Reckoning Esports working around with, that they did their level best and they got the map for themselves. So this time, what needs to be changed, I mean, to what I feel, what needs to be changed is going to be the strategies coming up from the sides of Biryani Power.
Highly possible, because again, sticking to the basics is something we have seen Reckoning go along with multiple times, many a times, multiple times, always mixing things up, just like how Reckoning is mixing a few of their strategies in order to turn things around. And they're all the basics, right? All they do is just move on towards one side, try and post someone up, and then move on towards the other side. That's all they have been doing. Nick Scally has been their lurk player, has been finding a value off the back of it, and even if he does not, you know that all the four of his teammates are just going to go and execute towards the other side. Even if it's stacked or not stacked, they do not care. They just go in, find some value off of it, and on the back of those utilities, they just jump in, win those duels, and that's about it. Win the round. Now, yeah, the strength of a double duelist composition always lies whenever you're going on that attack. But unless you find some value on your defense, I don't think so you would even have enough time to go in for those attacking setups. Because again, what we saw was first pistol, and then second one, the force spy. That's all.
Force
No
by, yeah.
major utilities, no major weaponry. So the double duelist did not even get the time to shine on that attack. So I feel that if in case they want to go in for the same kind of composition, it's better to start things on the attack, which is not happening for their side. So we'll just have to wait and see how Reckoning picks up their own agents. Chamber being
Yeah.
brought in, Sage, King Bean. So we'll see how things pan out.
Yeah, there's going to be the double sentinel pick coming up from the sides of Biryani Power, completely relying onto the Sage and the Cypher. On the other side, it's once again going to be the chamber coming up. No Sage whatsoever because they have the Sky, right? So either ways, in case you need someone to heal you, you have the Sky. The only problem is Sky cannot heal himself though, but yeah, Sage can. But anyways, at the end of the day, the
Know the
performance that
game.
Reckoning is. I'm a Sage main. But yeah,
I know
anyways,
Sky.
the way you definitely do the way, but you loved Viper if I'm not wrong. You were a Viper main
Viper
though.
is my main. It's always a Viper for me. But yeah, if in case you're asking me to choose between a Sage and a Sky, healing wise, I mean, healing over here, the way she just says it gets me always, every single time.
I definitely feel you need someone to heal you as well. But either ways, jokes apart, ladies and gentlemen, for now, what we are going to focus is on the map of Bind because I tend to love this map. At the same point of time, Reckoning Esports, what they are loving right now is the way they've been performing and dominating because, as said right in the previous match, 13-1. Biryani Power, now this is their map pick, right? They have decided themselves to play the map of Bind when they had other options. Still Beacon towards the B side, Reckoning Esports. They want to execute the B side, but the lineups are perfect. Down to 63 of the health. Beacon is already up, but look at those two players who are still outside the A. Because it's going to be the sides of Reckoning Esports through the teleporters trying to make their way towards the other side, A.
Clearance will be there from Sky, and that's going to be push straight coming in for A
Oh,
and Q.
what?
That's a
Caramel?
messy fight coming in. Kashyap wins it out either way. Stop Mania as well. Doubling it up. It's Cali taken care of. Hers trying to re-clear.
Spike
Gets the
down
bullet
A.
to his skull again. Has the spike down already. A and Q needs to make another play. Gets one quickly on the Viper wall. Trying to utilize the value over it. Snade could be detrimental, but the lurk from Sky needs to come in quick. If in
One
case
enemy
he
remaining.
wants to, as the fights have been isolated and AQ gets 4. Is it going to be another ace? That is the
That
question. Brad.
might just be another ace, but will Brad allow him is the question. A 1 versus 2 A and
30
Q.
seconds
Will he
left.
be allowed for that ace? They find Braid. They are trying to take him down. There's another paint shell coming into the business and A and Q. After Excali and after the entirety of Team True Rippers, it's gonna be A and Q with another ace. We have 4 players with aces of their own, ladies and gentlemen. 2 from True Rippers, 2 from Reckoning Esports as well. But what a way to start things off. I'm not really sure on how did Biryani Power even let go of that round. It was a 2 versus 4, and A and Q single-handedly denied every single player from the sides of Biryani Power to get that round to his team. To start things off in the map of Bind itself, we have already witnessed an ace, and I'm not really sure on what's coming our way next.
That's the start we are witnessing. You already know that NQ is literally steamrolling at this point, and since we're already talking about steamrolling, Scally just not moving ahead whatsoever. Finally, will try and change things and gets a couple of shots on his way. Taken down right off the bat. Weaponry lost. Opener found by Biryani Power. They've been doing that multiple times, but they can't just capitalize on the back of everything. So they just have to play it patiently, slowly. The gamble stack is going to pay off. Because if we are seeing where Reckoning wants to end, it is towards the A. So their stack is going to be everything. But the question is, can they land in those shots?
True though. Satchel out. Important. Satchel out. Double satchel. A and Q right to the side. How did he even miss on those shots towards Strong though? But either ways, he's been taken care of. 3 versus 3. Reckoning Esports might just be their round, but Kingbean is that a perfect position to have his eyes onto, not just as Caramel shuts him down as well. Biryani Power seems to be falling down again. It all goes down to Dubmania being the last surviving player towards the showers is where I just see him right now. Might find one to Caramel though, but nah. Caramel denies a 4K for Caramel. And another round for Reckoning Esports. What's happening today? And an ace for ANQ in the first round, a 4K for Caramel in the second. That's how Reckoning Esports are getting rounds back to back.
Well, I'm anticipating a 3K from maybe another person on their team. Looking at the pattern that's
All
going on
right.
as of now, but yeah. I reckoning esports. We've already seen how solid their attack has been, and again, starting things off on the attack back to on the map of Bind, when you know that you've got those TPs to work around with, you can go in for some quick rotations, and also try and make some crazy plays. As of now, ANK would have to respect that flash as well as the Sage slow. Now they've got an idea already that there might be a couple of people on towards the B side, and the Sky Flash is just going to push both of them back. Reckoning will be having the control
Healing over here.
towards the B main orb. Then see, you see the way that he said healing away. I
Yeah.
love the way Sky always says that. I mean,
Here.
Harsh is the one who's using that, but yeah, I love that Sky's dialogue even more than the amount of plays that Reckoning are making at this point. We've seen them using the TP in the pistol one. They're going for it again.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. Voya though. Okay, his location is compromised now. They know where Voya is. Reckoning Esports. They need to take this round a bit slow. I mean, honestly, if they just put a lot of pressure onto those players, you know how difficult it does get. But the showstopper, will it find any value? Kingpin, you need to be careful! I had no clue that he would face a showstopper out there, and ANQ once again doubles it up. Cali shuts down Brad. Two remaining players, Biryani, Power. Will this be a deadly duo? Kashyap good for one. Dubmania shuts down ANQ.
Last player
Still
standing.
struggling to find one frag onto the Lambs. Gets denied onto Dubmania, goes down.
Watching here.
And it all is down to Kashyap being the last one to survive. A 1 versus 2 or nothing. And another full buy might just get denied if Kashyap is not able to clutch it out at this point of time for his team. Trying to be careful towards all the angles. Caramel is right present. Harsh is going to be there as well. But it all goes down to a duel between Harsh and Kashyap, where Harsh comes on the top and finds the third one on both to the sides of Reckoning Esports. Another full buy being denied. Unfortunate, but Biryani Power, this is their map pick. And the way they've been getting denied from the sides of Reckoning Esports, that's not great of a sign. Now, this will also give the sides of Reckoning Esports a comfortable situation where they can maybe go in, get a fast approach, run towards the side, and just get the fourth one on board, right? Because look at the weapons. A judge towards
That works.
maybe the Lambs are in the close quarters towards the A side. Yep, that's going to be the case. But again, Excali with the first frag onto Brad.
Away with you.
That is true. And on the back of the Trailblazer, Caramel finds one more. So,
Dubmania though.
couple of important openers. Oh yeah, we'll be taking Dubmania out of the picture. At that range, Judge is just going to try to do enough damage for a bandage that Sky has. But at the end of the day, you're still seeing how slow and calm, collected way Reckoning is playing. Because in every single round, you've been seeing them clearing those space, going in for those re-clears, in that slow pace. This is trying to find out where the members of Biryani Power are, and then they're trying to take the fight, and they're winning onto those ones. Because again,
Yeah.
whenever you look at the slow hits, you know that on the back of the utilities there would be someone
Enemy remaining.
moving forward, and
Flawless.
it's just going to be Voya and ANQ shutting things down. Then the fourth one, Ego Frags coming in their way. But yes, even in this round, we clearly saw, right, when the Trailblazer was thrown, there was Caramel following up on it. And now these are the things that Biryani Power would have to anticipate. Otherwise, it's going to be even
Yeah.
more difficult for them.
That's going to be true. Every single time a util has been, thrown from the sides of Reckoning Esports, there's always one player right present behind to follow it up, right? I mean, as you talked about it, there's a flash, there's one player. If there's a Conquers, there's one player. Any util that comes up from the ways of Reckoning Esports is being utilized on them. That was just an example though, but Dubmania this time is going to punish ANQ very hard. And that's going to be an operator right straight in his face. Once again, trying to go in for the second frag, gets denied onto. Kashyap finds one onto Voya. Finally, numbers not favoring the sides of Reckoning Esports. Needs to frag this frag. Yes, he does. Dubmania with another one. Harsh gets taken down, but on the other side, Caramel shuts down grade 2 versus 4 once again. Maybe Reckoning Esports can try to take us back to the previous pistol round where they won a 2v4, but will that be possible, Scared?
Well, if in terms of just sheer gunpower, Reckoning has already shown they can pull off a 2v4, but also throwing utilities into the mix, right?
Yeah.
Cypher with the camera. Caramel already has an idea where Cypher might be. Takes care of the camera. Now, this is the experience that we're talking about. Smokes being thrown out
30
perfectly.
seconds
Pongs has
left.
been pushed backwards. He's going to use up his cage as well. Just to deny any kind of push. Oh my goodness. Every single utility is just being used up to throw Prongs back. Only 19 more seconds. They've got to get the plant in. Because the rotation is also coming in.
Yeah, they need to get the
Still,
plant
they're
done
kind of
though.
10
confused.
seconds
Excali,
left.
yeah, Excali finds one on the mania. Plant will go down. That time is in their favor. Oh my goodness, Excali! Not another one! He gets every single one of them! And all four! What a way to work things around!
Someone
Sheesh!
please, someone please get some band-aids for the sides of Biryani Power right now, because Excali is been hurting them so much. What in the world were the shots? A 2 versus 4 being pulled off once again. Orbital strike coming up from both of these ends, but at the end of the day, Reckoning Esports, 2 remaining players. You cannot get over the fact that it was just 2 players who pulled off the entire round. And I would still give it to Excali over and over again. Oh my goodness, Reckoning Esports with the 5th one on board, 5-0 Biryani Power. It all goes down to a lot of momentum and a confidence break that might just come in with what all has happened straight away. No economy. Harsh finds the first one. Takes down his doppelganger on the other side.
I've got your trail.
Instant teleporter. Seekers come online. They have a lot of information to work around with. Wall. Yeah, it might just be there yet, but Caramel though,
Ready.
they were trying to burn him alive, could not, but brings him down to 24 of his health. Numbers equalized, Reckoning Esports. What's the plan is yet a question.
That's a question to answer again. If in case they would not even be able to win a 2v4 situation, then 4v4 looks very much likely for Reckoning. They've got the
30
Neuro
seconds
tech,
left.
they've also got the Showstopper, another engage being made in, throws out a satchel, pushes back, Rim, Kashyap, not fall back any further than he already has. There we go, Showstopper right on his face, takes him down. That's a good trade coming in. On the other side, down to 32 HP, Stim beacon out, so reposition is going to come in from Excalibur. Can't
One
find
enemy
anything more, that's
remaining.
the question.
Last player standing.
Okay. Dub Mania. In a ton of things, that's going to be the rendezvous used up to run out of the harm's way. Caramel, it's got to re-clear. 32 HP on his hand. Tap on the spike, Dub Mania.
Positioning.
Can he find the opener? He drifts on the right direction, but Caramel is just a second faster than him.
These guns we use are okay, but I will also bring.
Did
my-
you see the crosshair
offense.
placement though? It was so perfect. So
On point.
perfect. Yeah. Reckoning Esports. They don't want to stop.
They are
I mean,
so dead.
I'm not gonna jinx it by saying anything right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about, and I really wish, Scared, you did not say anything and jinx it, because the previous time you did, you jinxed it hard.
I'm not.
But things are not looking good for the sides of Biryani Power. Honestly, if I even talk about the scoreboard, Dubmania is doing everything possible in his favor for his entire team. But what would give them rounds right now is going to be the entirety of teams stepping up. Brad is down to 0 kills. He has no kills, 0. No assist. That's not a great sight to witness. They've came so long, and getting taken down here, it's gonna hurt them a lot. But for now, jump peaks again coming up from the sides of Dubmania, slowly and steadily. A split that I do see from the sides of Reckoning Esports as well. 2 players towards the A, towards the B as well. I do see a lot of players. That's going to be 3, the rotations. Yup, there's 1 player rotating, trying to make his way towards the B side. Everything is so smooth, at least for now. I mean, they're not making any kind of a mess. Everything seems to be soft, but until and unless Harsh comes into the play and shuts down Brad. Numbers again faltering down.
Hey! Satchel out.
And
Satchel out.
apparently, since they're making noise towards both of the sides, you already know that it's going to be super confusing
30
for
seconds left.
Biryani to even
No way,
realize that's going to be
Caramel.
a crazy shot by Caramel. Finding Dubmania in that fashion. Outwardly performance from him. Crosser not at the perfect place. Excali going in for the jump peak. Figure out the player. Alright. King Bean and Kashyap are finally bringing it back for their side. But how are they going to take care of this off? With the smoke. Getting the resin on time. It's going to be one straight down coming in. Reposition from Voya has been just brilliant. Even the Seekers were invested, and at this point, I don't even know what Biryani would need to do to break Reckoning, because eventually it just seems like the experienced diff and aim diff.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say that a while ago, but I planned not to. By scared being not caring for anything out there. I mean, yeah, either ways it is what it is. Reckoning esports for now, things are perfect for them. First strike comes in. It's gonna be the investment of orbital strike. What's happening? Why is it getting so messy? A and Q, 1, 2, might just be the third one. Find the fourth one as well. Before even he could hit that shot, 30 HP might just be another ace for him. But will that be the case? Viper's Pit, yes, it is activated. Trying to go in for his last frag. Will he find another ace in the same match is the question. And if yes, trust me, it's gonna be so difficult. A and Q trying his level best. You know what, Reckoning Esports and the players, hear me out. You guys need to give the ace to that man. You guys need to. Do not snatch it away from him. Please do not snatch it away from them. Oh my god, Voya. He shuts down strong, snatches away the ace from A and Q. The way this man solo-handedly just stopped 4 players. My oh my, no one was able to kill him. No one.
Needs to cool down at this point because this is just way too fired up. Way too fired up.
I don't even want to talk about ANQ. We as casters need a timeout if possible. What's happening in this map?
Just reckoning, doing reckoning things, wrecking their opponents. No matter
Yeah,
how many
it's so
times I say it,
true.
I'm just not gonna get sick or bored of it because the lineup's just gonna land in yet again. Towards the side, another contact being taken, Kashyap punishes him out. That's a good opening. But how many times have we actually seen this opening and seen Reckoning bring it back from the brink of defeat?
Yeah.
Stop counting at this point because Excali as well, just holding his angle. Harsh will be able to get a few information off of the back of that trip. Trailblazer not getting a lot of value, but still they'll be taking care of the trip just as quickly in the hookah. And you already know now there's another extra angle to watch out for. Excali making a noise there. It again seems to be an A hit where Excali will just take the TP off.
Here.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, but Dubmania, look at him though. Look at that positioning. Only if he does not miss onto those shots, he can actually shut down Excali. No
30
way he goes
seconds
in for a
left.
knife. No way you do that. No?
The trigger discipline.
Got your trail.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. He's gonna have a headache as of now, but that's the only amount of damage he was able to do.
The spike gets planted and now it's all about the post-plant situation. A 3 versus 3. Either way, Zubmania did find the best possible frag with the classic that he had
player
for himself
standing.
and the positioning, but King Bean and Brad, they're stepping up at the time that it's the most needed. Caramel is the last one to survive, trying to take 2 players down, could not. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, Biryani Power, they tend to pull off a thrifty for themselves. No buys, only relying onto a weapon that they buyed with, what, 800 creds? But they finally got rewarded with the very first round. To give it to Kashyap and Dubmania though, 2 important frags that they got for themselves. And then it was all about Brad and King as well stepping up at that point of time. But 8-1, finally the first round that rolls in for the sides of Biryani Power. What's the plan? 9-3. What do you have to say about that? The first half maybe a 9-3, or do you still think it's gonna be an 11-1 or a 10-2?
Toxins going up.
Difficult question. Maybe another 11-1. That's just
All
I'm
right.
guessing. Because, again, slow-paced approach coming in from Reckoning. We're also finding some picks. ANQ has been brilliant. Caramel on that chamber. We always see chamber players being slow. Orb has also been collected. So Spike still being committed towards the B. So it might just directly be a B hit wherein Voya would be playing as the lurker of the team. And this is the side which is not stacked up because it's only Cypher and Sky there. So they should be able to take those trades and win it out. The
Yep.
question is, since they're rotating on the back of all of that noise, they're kind of anticipating that maybe Biryani have rotated off. But since there was just no contact made directly, rotation has not been called in. Trailblazer just to clear those close angles. No one being found out. Incendiary not being respected. Caramel still moves forward.
30 seconds left.
Alongside with ANQ as they're again going for that hit. Finds one. To the lamp. So that's going to be one good pick. But in the meantime, Dub Mania gets two with the nade.
Hulk out.
Brings it out one more. Tries to do some more damage. We'll just have to see if it actually works out or not. 10 more seconds to work with. Who's giving them
No,
enough
no.
time. Knife out in the hands. But will be punished in for that. Boya needs to win out his trade. 1v3. Can he do it? Down to 1v2. Perfect. Flash on his face. That's going to be enough. And the second round coming in for Biryani Power.
Wait. I want a replay. I want a replay on what exactly happened. Only if I am blessed enough. Yeah, I am. Okay, what exactly happened down? What exactly went wrong when the spike got planted? See, the spike got planted. Jumping raise, knife out. Was he trying to knife? I'm not really sure if he had no bullets maybe in his weapon. But either way, it's knife out in the air. 2 consecutive rounds for the sides of Biryani Power and an instant timeout coming up from the sides of Reckoning Esports. They know that if they underestimate their opponents at this point of time, it's going to be so difficult. Rennie will be going in and activating this timeout. Needs to just calm down the entire team. We still have 2 rounds before we go towards the second half for the second match. I I'll be honest, at this point of time, not really sure if we are even going to witness the third map or no. But Biryani Power, please take all my power and get it to the third map, right? Because even the first best of 3 that we witnessed was a 2-0 coming up from the sides of True Rippers. So I am really excited to see a third map for the day between both these teams. Only if Biryani Power is able to get this map back for themselves. I mean, understanding the fact that it is their map pick, right? They would definitely have a better understanding of the map and how the control can be taken.
True. Looking at the buy as well, finally some decent amount of economy for Biryani. And after 8 specific rounds, you would think that maybe Reckoning should have enough creds, but when you look at Excali, it's just down to 750. Probably another half buy for the next one, but we'll have to wait and see. All being broken just as quickly as it was put up, and not just one, all 3 of the chunks have been taken down. Alright, that's some presence. That is some presence. Now, since they have an idea that there's a heavy presence coming in towards the showers, slow progress being made by Biryani Power towards the B main. Control was in their favor, but only now till rotation is going to come in. Caramel has seen the cross being made, so that's going to be even more difficult for Brad to probably come out of that way, because you can see, and he's been watched out for by multiple people. You can't just walk in out on that.
Why would you?
Taken care just like this, and also Voya finding a god timing on that lurk, catches Cypher, finishes him off, and this should probably mean they're up on 9. Maybe not.
Dubmania though, little does he know where Caramel is. Okay. The long barrel is definitely being punished. But again, Biryani Power, they do not have the numbers whatsoever. A lot of spam. Boya. inside the smoke will be shutting down King Bean, and now it all goes down to Kashyap being the last surviving player. All of them trying to find him, trying to walk, maybe take him down, hunt him, and that's going to be Excali who shuts him down.
Last round before
9-2 after getting 2 consecutive victories. I feel for the side of Biryani Power, it's once again reckoning Esports. We did talk about a 9-3 half though. But the question is, will Biryani Power be able to find the last round? 9-3 has been a curse for a long time now, and we already know about the entire story. But will they be able to do that is the question. Dubmania seems to be having a plan. While being so aggressive with the judge in his hand, I feel he does have a plan though. But what's the plan? It's gonna go with the judge towards his opponent. But that's not where your opponents are, my friend. They are on a complete opposite side. And at the same time, Reckoning Esports, they found the opening that they wanted. They've shut down King. Showstopper comes in. ANQ denies Kashyap as well. 2 remaining players. Biryani Power, a 1 versus 5. Ace or a 10-2?
Into.
Yeah, seems
Probably
like
the
a
call
10-2.
that everyone thinks, yeah, he has absolutely no idea, Excali. He's on the off angle, just a few shots off.
Switching sides.
Alright. Friendly fire is not on. Otherwise, that could have been another pick for him. Bring the race, a 10-2 situation coming in. Better than the previous one, but still a super long way to go. And it all starts with the pistol. They need to grab the pistol for themselves. Finally, they're on the offense again. But whenever you're looking at a double sentinel comp, Darshita, you know its strength lies in the defense and not on the offense. How would they be able to win out in these situations? That is going to be the question. Sage on the hand, Sky. So yes, there would be some decent amount of healing coming in, but that's about it. In terms of utils, Sky can try and go in for some of those set plays, but we've only got 3 of those brim smokes to work with.
Oh no.
Basic hit coming in,
Oh, no.
Goya's position unanticipated, he gets one already, he tries to go in for the second, Prawns will shut him down. Dubmania on towards the back of the side in the lamps. That's going to be the plant coming down on the A side, but look at the rotation from Reckoning.
Yeah, that's where things might just be a bit difficult. Dubmania, what's his plan? Caramel is not present there, but okay, this time it's gonna be Prongs with a 3K. Finally, someone to stop him, and that's gonna be ANQ, a 3 versus 2. Reckoning Esports, they do not have the numbers, but we have seen them pulling off clutches in spite of the fact that they do not have the numbers. So will they be able to do it again is the question. Need to be a bit quick because they do not have enough amount of time. Jumpy comes up. They know where Dubmania is. They need to be really careful though. Kashyap on the other side is still trying to take him down. Brad finds one onto ANQ. Harsh has to say a goodbye. And finally, Biryani Power with another one. The plan was to go in, execute the side, just go in with a wall, divide the site into 2 portions, plant the spike, come back, play post plant. Sage was definitely denied onto, but then I feel after that it has been all about the sides of Biryani Power getting those frags, especially Prawn though. A lot of frags that he converted with a classic for himself. But once again, it's going to be a full buy round coming up for the sides of Biryani Power. Might just be a 4-10. But the aggressiveness.
Was it anticipated though? That's the question. It kind of was. The chunks being thrown at him. Boya throws in with a snake bite as well, but Dubmania has already made the cross. Smokes front, walls up. So they have to go in for the plant. Otherwise, they would not have any kind of opening whatsoever. It could be an easy defense for Reckoning. We'll just have to wait and see as Caramel again up close and personal. Just to the headhunter. Bringing the classic back in his.
Dubmania though out there finds one with the judge that he had for himself for remaining players. Reckoning Esports. Yeah, the numbers have been equalized, but again, time seems not to be their best friend. Plus the wall, they need to break the wall, go in, take down 4 players, and then defuse the spike. That's going to be a lot to ask for. Excali shuts down. Kashyap gets a Spectre retrieved, but will they be able to capitalize onto that? King Bean doubles it up to get taken down to Harsh. One last remaining player. A 1 versus 2 is what he needs to clutch out. Excali somehow shuts down Dubmania as well. But Prongs knows that Excali does not have the time to go in for a defusal and be running away for his life, at least saving one weaponry. Though it was the sides of Biryani Power, ladies and gentlemen, getting that round. But at the end, Reckoning Esports somehow won it by giving such a huge economical damage to the sides of Biryani Power. Now, again, it all goes down to Reckoning Esports having a full buy for them. And in this round, I feel Biryani Power, to the amount of players that they have lost, it's better that they reinvest and try their level best to get this round, because Reckoning Esports, they're still 6 rounds up.
6 rounds still seems to be catchable.
Yeah.
They need to take this bonus round for them. That's going to be some crazy movement coming in from Dubmania. The amount of space that is taken. Got a judge in hand, so can try and go in for the spam towards ANQ. Just playing in towards the back. Smokes up in front of him. Even the Cypher steel cage. Now, 1-for-1 trade coming in. Long range fights. The flash has been dodged in. He'll throw out the nade. Stop to the
Spike planted.
planter, maybe. Will be planted though. Some chip damage here and there. Down to a 3v4. Favoring Reckoning. They've got to go in for this retake. Walls up as well, so got to take care of the state wall as well in front of him. And Dubmania is just ready to welcome them with a judge in hand. It's going to be ANQ moving up on top, creating a lot of those angles. We'll also be figuring out that everyone is actually inside the lamps, and that is not a great positioning to hold. It's even. The judge will be able to take care of one, but that is about it. It threw the nade out, but just an attempt to stop the diffusers from diffusing, which will not help them out whatsoever. Only 2 players alive, but that's what Reckoning wanted.
Yeah, they needed the round, right? And they will be having it for themselves, 11-4. I'm not really sure on what the economy looks like for the sides of Biryani Power. Only if we get a chance to see. Because I feel like the players will be investing onto the weapons. They are in desperate need of rounds right now. It's a do-or-die situation at the end of the day. They need rounds whatsoever. So I feel like they will be investing onto everything that they have for themselves to stop Reckoning Esports from getting the match point. But again, will Reckoning Esports stop towards the labs this time? Dubmania had a plan, but you know what? He will be just tasting his own medicine, will be judged by Voya. And it all goes down to the numbers disadvantage. The only duelist being denied from the sides of Reckoning Esports gets Biryani Power into a lot of problems scared.
Poison's on.
A lot of problems is just an understatement coming in, because
Yeah.
it's more than that. They've had the numbers advantage, and even after that, they face trouble into winning against Reckoning. As of now, things starting off, don't even have that. Caramel just playing super aggressive, will be taking the rendezvous out of the harm's way on the back of the contact being made by Harsh.
I know exactly
They'll
where
be
you
having
are.
the advantage there. 1-for-1 trades going in that part. Neuro threat to reveal the position. And they
Nope.
have the idea
Yeah.
as to where there are no people. Oh my goodness, gun not in
30
hand. Right
seconds
click on
left.
Kashta will be traded just as quickly. But the chase is just there, and that's going to be the TP being taken by Cypher to try and isolate the fight. So stop her right on his face to probably stop his pursuit. My God, he just
You
heard
know-
the sound. He's like, I'm out of
One
here. I'm not
enemy
coming.
remaining.
No way. Ooh,
Spike
Yeah,
down
exactly.
Scan was the one.
10 seconds left.
Oh my goodness,
That's
ANQ. The moment he heard someone TP, use the
Match
teleporter, he instantly pressed the X button like, okay, wait. And the showstopper was online. Though he was not able to convert anything out of that showstopper, but yet, the way Biryani Power respected that showstopper was more than enough. And that's what they needed. Eventually, on the other side, when he knew the Cypher was trying to maybe make his way towards the lamp, the paint shells were perfect, and it all went down to Reckoning Esports and their match point. The paint shells found the last frag though, and again, Biryani Power now. The only thing that can save them from not losing this map is going to be a thrifty. Those 800 creds, will they be enough? Is yet a question. Trying to find one player. Harsh Not perfect field praiser though, but Bucky, no way! He hit a headshot. No convergence whatsoever, and Harsh is just on a rampage. 4K for Harsh, and Boya once again denies the ace. Why would you do that? Boya, you did it twice, my friend. Once for the sides of ANQ and once for Harsh. Why would you do that? Ah,
Voya is like the
that's
ace denier.
it said, right, every story that we see has a villain and an hero. We had two heroes, but we had the single villain. And then, I mean, I have nothing to take away from him. But come on, two aces being denied. That's gonna hurt.
This is just the start of a villain arc from ANQ and Harsh because and it's going to be one against one common enemy, right? And that's going to be
Yeah.
just Voya. He's like, if I can't get an ace, I'm not going to let anyone else get an ace from my team as well. But we'll just see those close-up chances of the aces as we're gonna be heading into the highlights of the game. I mean, I really want to look at all those moments coming in, especially the time where Reckoning, they fumbled a little bit and side of Biryani Power capitalizing on the back of it. It was really fun to watch, but it was just the embers of light and not a wildfire, so could not take over that
Yeah.
forest of problems that Reckoning were putting up.
Biryani Power, though, they did show us some hopes of a comeback as they did in the previous match, but it just at all didn't work in their favor. Reckoning Esports, the way they had the control, the way they snatched away the control. Again, I'll repeat the same word though. The way they did that over and over again, it seemed to be so perfect every single time, every single way. You see, I have to give it to Dubmania though. Kashyap as well. In this round, Excali was on a different level. A 4K to get the round, to deny a full buy, a 2 versus 4 that Biryani Power did not capitalize on to, though they had the best possible numbers. I mean, yeah, Reckoning Esports, they tend to have a great experience, but at the end of the day, there were mistakes being made from the sides of Biryani Power as well, only if they are able to capitalize onto that. Now look at ANQ1 too. The way he's been fragging out the third one as well, fourth one after he comes down, but then comes Boya into the play, ladies and gentlemen.
Voya!
Yeah, the villain that we are talking about right now after two heroes that we have, ANQ and Harsh, who were about to get their aces, got denied from Hoya. But at the end of the day, again, Reckoning Esports, they wanted to qualify from here on to the lands, which is happening in Bangalore, and they definitely will be making it to the land.
Absolutely. So the second team to qualify, Reckoning, two of the
Reckoning.
guesses that we made have actually come true. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's one thing to watch out for. But yeah, this was the battle moment that you're mentioning.
Yeah.
RML. Just easily getting that pick as well for him. But seriously, I also want to focus on that one round where it was a 2v4, and yet Reckoning were able to get that round on the back of Excali and his Brimstone Ultimate, as well as Caramel, if I'm not wrong, just playing absolutely insane, brilliant, to be honest. And that's one thing that I'm just going to say. Even though Biryani Power showed some embers, but it was just wiped out right away from that play as well because we saw Harsh just unstoppable. And honestly, it was a fun evening coming in because both the
Yeah.
games, both the matches that we saw today, I mean, all four of them, if I need to be specific, were fun to watch. But yeah, sheer domination in one of them, be it the side of Reckoning in this second game or in the first one if it was True Rippers. But yeah, that was really surprising for me.
Yeah, definitely that was the case. Only if you ask me who are those players to look out from coming up from the sides of Team Biryani Power, I would say Dubmania and Kashyap, though they did try their level best. But
True.
at all, again, we found two teams today. We are going to find out who are the next two teams tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for today. Two best of threes that are done for what you are watching right now, or for the past 4 hours, maybe, was Lenovo presents the Arena Championship by Comic Con India and the Esports Club powered by AMD. But right now, this is me, Darshita. Alongside me, it's going to be Scary. It's signing off for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. Until then, happy gaming. I hope you guys definitely rank up today because I am going to. See ya and take care.
And don't steal aces.
Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I stress overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands and stormy shores, sweating tears and my goal so near. I see my victory so clear. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. The drop, stop clocks on the speed bag. Every yell under pressure, no jet lag. This is greater than trophies and so low, so near. I see my victory so clear. And today, we break through. And today, we break through. And today, we break through.
I never come down, so what? This is my lifestyle.
Look, pocket rocket in my pocket, please don't make me pop it. All these boys just wanna copy the style, tell them stop it, whoa, whoa. It's my destiny, for the like Latoya, like it found me my Beyonce, and she shotgun in the cockpit. Grinding with the team, making C notes. In my pocket still full of green, call it CeeLo. Alligator watch on me, Tim Tebow. And these haters love to watch me like Tebow. Look, I don't take L's, I just learn a lesson. Before I count the M's, always count my blessings. Look, I'm too sure, never second guessing. Got some money, put up for the rain, so I'm never stressing.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what? This is my lifestyle. Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what? This is my lifestyle.
Hey. They been on it, I'm on the rail. I wrap it, I bag it, I pack it for sale. Got feeling on speed out, I hit me to chill. I give it a thrill, I put it on film. If I get applaud, that ain't real. Come to my section and flex, we can tell. I got a show and she dipping them nails. I'm flipping my L's, I know they can tell. I did it too major, they hit me for favors. Been him since the cable was cut in the cradle. What's up, only right that I do it. Colossal until I'm a boss, so they want me to fail. Look, we prevail.